49ers alarm update. Leaving San Francisco, heading to Nashville, then to Florida for the owners' meetings. We'll talk about that. And I have to let you guys know, I have a favorite prospect at running back, specifically for the 49ers. It is Syracuse's LeQuint Allen. If you don't have time to do anything else today, go check out LeQuint Allen. I was watching his tape throughout all of yesterday, and just little clips at a time. This guy is an awesome pass protector. I mean, he buckles up in pass protection, and that's tough. Like, I don't think people realize how hard it is as a 204-pound back to take on a hard-charging 230 or 240-pound linebacker when you're flat-footed. You got to brace. You got to be able to do that. Then the 49ers will love that out of LeQuint Allen. But the guy is just phenomenal catching the football. I mean, as far as like feel, moving out of the backfield, finding spaces where the quarterback or Brock Purdy would be able to find him. I think this guy is elite in that regard. He runs a little high. He didn't run the 40 either. I haven't seen a 40 time on LeQuint Allen, but the effort is off the charts with this guy. So LeQuint Allen, 2 thumbs up. I think the 49ers could get him in the later rounds. I think that's what they should invest in the running back position. I don't want to see the 49ers use another 3rd round pick on a running back. I think late round investment is the way to go. So Margot Lombardi herself is back in Nashville. That means that I have to be a little bit more creative with the 49ers alarm update. How about this view though? Alamo Square, San Francisco. Good spot, especially at golden hour. You'll be watching this the next day, but a great spot to talk about the latest 49ers news. And we'll have a baseball twist to it today because it was opening day. And I know that a lot of football fans won't care about baseball now for 161 games until the postseason rolls around. But the Giants, the San Francisco Giants, deserve their time in the sun because they came from behind and they won in the 9th inning at Cincinnati on Buster Posey's birthday. Now remember that Brock Purdy's dad, Sean Purdy, pitched for the Giants organization. He made it all the way up to AAA Phoenix. He was 1 call away from being Barry Bonds' teammate. He was Russ Ortiz's teammate. I think Rich Aurelia's teammate as well. So, a lot of big-time Giants names from 20 to 30 years ago. Sean Purdy was teammates with them. Sean threw 94. His main pitch was the changeup, a nice circle change, right? And that was Brock's best pitch as well. Brock was a pitcher in high school. Brock also threw fairly hard, but it was control for Brock Purdy. And then you see that translate to the football field, right? With Brock throwing strikes. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. The other parallel is the fact that you've got John Lynch, obviously, as the GM of the 49ers. He pitched against Sean Purdy's team back in college. The other parallel is that John Lynch, who was drafted to play professional baseball, he was actually the very first draftee of... The other parallel is that John Lynch, who was actually drafted to play professional baseball, he actually threw out the very first pitch in Florida Marlins history. Back in college, Lynch's team, Stanford, played against Purdy's team, the University of Miami. And now Lynch is the GM of the 49ers and Buster Posey is the GM of the Giants. You've got all these great former players as general managers in the Bay Area. Don't forget about Andrew Luck, if we're already going to be speaking of Stanford. Apparently Luck has John Lynch on speed dial. So, I just thought that for Posey's general managerial debut, might as well give a shout out to the Giants because there is that Purdy connection with the San Francisco Giants. Anyway, with the 49ers, all the contract information came out yesterday, right? I want to take a big picture look at that. The 49ers, we were wondering why Jason Pinnock and Richie Grant, with both of their deals, the 49ers did not stagger the cap hits out with prorated bonuses, but the rest of the deals have come in, Kyle Juszczyk's being one of them, Mac Jones's contract being another one of them. The 49ers did stagger out the salary cap hits into the future. So it looks like San Francisco is using the same proration tactics, the same surfing the salary cap wave tactics as they were using before. And I think that that's significant because we can expect Brock Purdy's contract to be backloaded. Meanwhile, we got the best Purdy interview that we've gotten yet. And I think it was phenomenal stuff. It's up on YouTube right now. I want to help promote that a little bit because I think it gives a little bit better insight into the 49ers franchise quarterback. So why don't we play some clips of Brock Purdy in his, maybe his longest sit down yet ever since becoming the 49ers starting quarterback.
Because like defenses scheme you up and they're going to try to get you off guard. So when you go into a game, there's a lot of different things actually that you've been used to seeing on film. But the teams that typically do the same thing over and over, like when I walk up to the line and Kyle's got a shot play on, and I'm like, all right, this is it. It's just like a chance, drop back, hold your eyes right where he said, and let it rip to Kittle and just be accurate and start thinking about how you're gonna celebrate.
I love it. So. That game, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago about the difference in college and pro, and we talked about it a second ago, but the definition of a big play in college and the definition of a big play in NFL, two completely different things, isn't it?
Dude, huge. I mean, just converting third downs and the percentages of staying on the field past the 50 and the win-loss percent, like all those things in college, dude, you can, have a huge play and break away for 50 yards. I feel like you see more of those big plays a lot easier, but in the NFL, dude, staying on the field, the first and second down check downs to get in third and manageable, like that's how you need to start thinking when you're in the NFL rather than I need to go deep and get this place off their feet. It's completely different, the mindset of staying on the field.
We were talking about this, and it's like in college, a 4-minute drive is forever. Like, are they going to get off the field? In the NFL, 4-minute drive is like quick strike.
Yeah.
Like really quick strike. I mean, the two games are barely even the same game, aren't they?
No. I feel like the when it comes down to time of possession, that's such a big deal in the NFL with how long the games are and the guys that can manage the clock by running the ball well and then setting up play action pass and scoring and holding the lead and staying in the lead. And just eating up the clock. That's really what it comes down to. That and then the 2-minute drive at the end of the game. Every game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I think that's a big difference for sure.
Good stuff from Brock Purdy. All right, next up, I am headed to Nashville, and then I fly from Nashville to West Palm Beach. The NFL owners' meetings will be at the Breakers. We're going to get a chance to talk to Jed York, Kyle Shanahan at breakfast, and John Lynch. So this is a big weekend of 49ers intel coming up, or I guess a big early week of 49ers intel coming up. Following that, you could enter full-on draft mode. But I think that we need some answers about San Francisco's strategy, although I think that we've figured it out playing some detective work from the outside. We'll look at that strategy. We will take John Lynch's and Kyle Shanahan's and Jed York's explanations for what the 49ers are doing, and we'll apply everything moving forward into this NFL draft, which my one take on this draft right now is that there are about 150 prospects who are worthy of top 100 status. And that's great for the 49ers, and I think they planned around this because they keep on talking about their 4 picks in the top 100. Those are usually the wheelhouse of any draft, the top 100. But if there are more players, if the meat in the middle is greater in this draft, that's all the better for San Francisco as they try to throw the darts up at the wall in those top 100 picks. I would not be surprised if they traded back from number 11 to load up on even more top 100 picks. I think that might be the play for the 49ers. Anyway, that's what's on tap. This is Alamo Square. We'll see you guys very soon.